Hi everyone, welcome back to my video channel, Notes from the Sewing Room. My name's Becky. In today's video I've got loads to tell you about. I'm going to be telling you my top tips of how to use up your scrap fabric and also about a very exciting project I'm going to be working on with Adele from Button and Pip. Well, I hope you've been having a good week so far, whatever you've been up to. It's been bank holiday weekend here in the UK, so I've been quite busy. Yesterday I went over to Yorkshire Wildlife Park, which was great. I've never been over there before, and it's not a million miles really from where we live, so that was lovely. I'm a big animal lover, so that was great to go over there. And apart from that, I've just been kind of jobbing about in the house really, not doing too much, but I hope you've been having a lovely weekend, whatever you've been doing. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to be telling you my top tips of how to use up any scrap pieces of fabric that you've got left over from your sewing project. And also I'm going to be telling you about something I'm going to be working on with Adele from Button and Pip. She has her own Instagram channel and also her own YouTube channel as well, so I do recommend you go and check those out. But firstly, I just wanted to give a big shout out to Alyssa from the Happy Hive on YouTube. I wanted to say thank you for mentioning me over in your video recently, all to do with sewing vloggers, so I do appreciate that. Thanks very much. And also I wanted to tell you a little bit about my jumper that I'm wearing today, because I remembered that I haven't actually shared it with you before. So if I just kind of stand up a little bit, you can see the bottom hem. So this is my latest Grainline Linden jumper. I'm a big fan of these jumpers actually. Yep, so the fabric is, I don't know if you can see it too well from there, but it's a very light pink. It's got little tiny hearts on it, and it's from Material Girl Laura. So it's a loop back jersey fabric, and it's really comfortable to wear. It's got a fair amount of stretch in it, which makes it easy for pulling on and taking off and all of that. And I decided to trim the cuffs, the neckband and also the bottom band in a black ribbing. So yeah, I really like this jumper. I actually made it to take to Northumberland a few weeks ago when we went over there for the weekend, but I didn't actually get a chance to take any pictures of it or anything, so it's nice to be able to show it to you today. Right then, so I'm going to dive straight in now and tell you all about how to use up your scrap fabric and some of the best ways that I think are good to just use up those bits and pieces that otherwise might be just left in a box somewhere or even thrown in the bin, and we don't want that. So number one on my list is sewing up your own headband. If I just lean my head forward a little bit, you can see that there. I made my headband from the first Tilly and the Buttons book, which I've just got here to show you. Love at First Stitch. It's one of the first projects that's in the book. So Tilly models the headband in a couple of different ways in the book here. I decided to use the pattern that came within this book, but also lengthen it by about 15 inches. I know that sounds like quite a lot, but I just wanted to make sure that I'd got plenty of fabric to go all the way around my head and to make sure that I've got nice for a little bow at the top there. You can make it as long or as short as you want, depending on what size bow you'd like. So number two on my list is sewing up your own doggy bandana. Whether you have a dog or I don't know if cats wear bandanas actually, possibly not, but my doggy doesn't usually wear a bandana, but I was trying to think of creative ways that you could maybe use fabric up, and I came up with sewing my own little doggy bandana. So I'll pop a picture up of Bentley wearing the doggy bandana. You can possibly see him actually. He's in his usual place in the chair just behind me, so he's having a bit of a snooze at the moment, but you never know, he might be on the move in a while. Yeah, like I say, he doesn't usually wear a bandana, but he does look super cute when I put this one on him. Number three on my list is sewing up your own book bag. So I've got one here, and as you can see, I've used different colour fabrics for the top and the bottom of the bag. Now, I've not worried too much about lining up any seams or anything on this one, because it was more about using up any fabric scraps that I've got in my box. So I've used this light coloured denim on the top, which was left over from a skirt project that I did. I've stitched 3 small panels together at the bottom here, which are not equal in size, but again, I'm just using up any fabric scraps that I've got. And then on the back, I've used the fabrics in a similar way, light at the bottom and dark at the top. Rather than having 3 panels stitched together on this side, I've actually just gone for just a plain kind of straight section. On the inside of the bag, and this bag could actually be reversible if you'd like it to be, I've actually used just this kind of floral cotton poplin fabric that I had left over from a gathered skirt that I made myself last summer, and then I've just used these sort of little canvas handles that I picked up from a local haberdashery shop. My local haberdashery haberdashery shop often has a little basket of kind of bargains outside, and I just saw that these were there a while ago, so picked them up and kind of put them in one of my many jars that I keep things in for crafting. So they came in perfect for this project here. I've got a few book bags that I've made using scrap fabric, and it is something that I use all the time and find them super useful for lots of different purposes. Number 4 on my list is sewing up your own pillowcases. So I find that I've never got enough pillowcases. Either I've got washing to do, or you know, I just can't find pillowcases when I want them. And I'm not really a person that likes to have everything matching, so I'm more than happy to use up my fabric scraps to make pillowcases. So to make these, I literally drew around some pillowcases that I already had and make sure that they were the right size. Number 5 on the list is sewing up your own pencil case or makeup bag. So this one I made using some Cath Kidston fabric that I had left over from a project ages ago, probably when I first started sewing actually. But I really like it. It's got this kind of London print on it, so it just seems such a shame for it to go to waste. I've added in just a black zip at the top there, just a regular zip, and then on the inside I've sewn in some denim fabric. You could actually use these little bags for all kinds of different things, but to me just make a perfect pencil case or makeup bag. So that brings me to the end of my scrap busting section on this video. The next thing I wanted to tell you about is something that I'm really super excited about that I'm going to be working on with Adele from Button and Pip. So we've decided to collaborate and come together to do something called the Hack Off. Basically, every couple of months we're going to come together and we're going to make a video alongside each other. We're going to be unveiling something that we've hacked. So for the first Hack Off, we're going to be doing our own interpretation of the Tilly and the Buttons marigold pattern. So I've actually not made the pattern before, but I'm definitely going to make it before then, just so I can test out how the pattern's actually supposed to be. Yeah, we're going to be hacking it in whichever way that we decide. So potentially we might add on a skirt to it, or we might like change up the trousers, or we might do something different with the top. But it's up to each of us to decide what we're going to do with the pattern, and then we're going to do like a big reveal on a video together. So I think we're both really excited about doing that. The first unveiling of our hack is going to be sometime towards the end of June, so we'll keep you posted on when that's going to be. So I'm really looking forward to that. I do quite enjoy hacking different patterns, and I know that Adele does as well. So yeah, it's going to be really fun, and hopefully some of you will join in with us as well and share any pictures with us online. I think we both really like that. So yeah, lots going on at the minute really. But I hope you've enjoyed this video and I've given you a few ideas of how I use up my scrap fabric, and I'd love to see any pictures of any scrap busting ideas that you've got, or things that you've made. That would be great. In my next video I'm going to be talking to you about So Many Questions, which is a hashtag that has been set up by Laura at the Specky Seamstress on YouTube, and also Jay from the Camden Stitch. So yeah, basically I'm going to be telling you all about why I love to sew and why I love to make stuff just generally, and it's all about you finding out a little bit more about me and other vloggers that make kind of creative videos. I'll be back on my channel with that one next week, but until then I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a great rest of the week, whatever you're up to, but until then I'll say see you later.